It's nice to have nice things. And it's good to want to have experiences. But the real question is, what are your dreams of the person you want to become? 6 months from now, 6 years from now, 20 years from now? Ask yourself, what kind of man do you want to become? What kind of leader do you want to become? What kind of daughter do you want to become? What kind of father do you want to become? And it should scare you and excite you that wherever you are, there's a version of you that is so much better that you want to meet this person in the future. I feel is an important topic to leave you with is on the topic of dreams. And I think it's also fitting because the company's name is Pixel Dreams. My PD handle is Dreams. I have a pretty good opinion. I think I'm a bit of a subject matter expert on the idea of dreams. Not fantasies, but things that you want in life. I have achieved the most important dreams that I had when I was a child. The important ones. Not all of them. I don't think there's room for all of them, but the important ones I've achieved. And over the years, I've thought about dreams and the idea of dreams and the acquisition of getting our dreams. And I do believe that most of us, with a little bit of hard work and the right mindset, can achieve some of the most incredible dreams that we have. And so I want that to kind of sit with you. It's not like much of a corporate topic or a marketing agency topic, but it is an important topic, and I'll tell you why it's an important topic. Because while you come here and work here during the day, you cannot disconnect yourself from the things that are in your heart that you want. You can work your life and not pay attention to some of the things that you care about, that you want, and never achieve them. And then you end up disliking your life. You end up disliking the people around you. You end up disliking your job. And for me, I would hate for you to dislike Pixel Dreams because it's not supporting you and your dreams. I'd like to talk to you about the 3 categories of dreams. And I'll go in the order of least important to the most important. Let's talk about the category of the things we want to have. And I think it's important that we don't lie to ourselves. We should be honest with ourselves about the things we want to have. Even if you don't get it or take it, you should never be afraid of being honest about the things that you want to have. I want a Ferrari. I do. I want to travel on a private jet. I would love to experience and have a yacht. I want a nice house. I want a nice wife. I want. I do believe that you can be honest about the things that you want without being crazy and thinking you're going to get it all. I don't think I'm going to get everything that I want, but it's nice to know what you want. So I'll tell you why this is the 3rd category, and we'll go and we'll move on to the next. The things that you want will give you a certain type of happiness, a momentary happiness, never prolonged. It'll never make a big difference, but it's good to know. It's good to write it all down. And so that is one category of dreams. The dreams that you want to have, things that you want to have. But I will say it's the least important. The more important category is experience. The dreams you have for the experiences that you want. Experiences are beautiful because they not only stay with you, but they also change you. They impact you. If I was to give you a Ferrari because you wanted a Ferrari, it would not change your life. But the experience of growing and learning to get the Ferrari will stay with you for forever. The experience of getting married, the experience of having your first child, your second child, the experience of getting drunk, the experience of getting drunk from running so hard at the gym or doing yoga, getting high off of yoga. These are experiences. And I would submit to you that they're an even more important category than the things that you can have. The things that you can have is not that much in our hands. They come and they can go. You can have $1 million and it can go away. But the experience, nobody can take away that experience of your first kiss, your first love, the first time you traveled, the first time you were on a plane, the first time you experienced, nice wine and cheese in Europe. I don't know what the experiences are that are important to you, but I would say that it is important for you to start thinking about these things. What do you want to experience? If you had the option of spending money and time to have something to put in your home, or to experience something that will make you rich, I would say go for the experience. It lasts longer and it will make you a more well-rounded person. Now, even more important than that category of dreams is this next one. The dream of who you want to become. Who do you want to be is a question that you should be thinking about on a regular basis. Who do I want to be when I'm a teenager? Who do I want to be as an adult? In my 20s, in my 30s, and in my 20s and in my 30s, who do I want to be in my 40s? What's the type of man or woman that I want to be? What are the characteristics that I want to embody, that I want to add to my personality? What are some of the things that I want to let go of, remove? We've been talking about design quite a bit over the last 4 or 5 days. Designing not just the work that you do as a graphic artist or as an illustrator, but design your experience, design, the room around you. It's rare and unfortunate that we don't think about ourselves as a project. How do I want to design me? It's funny, we think our personality is just our personality. Oh, that's my personality. I'm quiet, or I'm loud, or I'm just a goof, or I'm a very serious person. But we forget that we have the ability and the opportunity to actually write these things down and say, I would like to be a little bit more serious. I would like to be a little bit more funny. I would like to be a little bit more confident. You know what? Maybe not a little. Maybe I want to be really confident. Maybe I want to be really sharp. Maybe I want to be a good speaker, a stronger thinker. Maybe I want to be graceful, like a ballerina. When I walk with a certain swiftness, like a ninja. What do you want for yourself? Because I guarantee it, if you had the Ferrari or not, you still have to live with you. That will be a part of you everywhere you go. When you wake up, when you go to sleep, when you interact with people, and as you're ending your life and you're passing away, you take that with you. It's the last thing that you have left, is who you are. Earlier, I said that I accomplished some of the most important dreams in my life. For me, those dreams are, I had self-esteem issues most of my life. I lacked confidence most of my life. as a kid, late into my adult life. I was unsure of myself as a man, as someone who can have a job. I lacked so much confidence that I didn't think anyone would ever hire me. I didn't know that anyone would ever be able to love me, that I would ever be able to get married. I was afraid of being a bad father. These things were a part of me. And when I was a kid, I dreamt of a person that I was not at the time. I dreamt of a person that was confident, that had love in his life, that had children, that did experience these things. I share this with you because if you knew me when I was younger, if you knew me when I was your age, I don't think you would think that I would be able to change as much as I have. That's a good thing because you're ahead of me. I can tell you this. You're smarter than me than I was at your age. Trust me, you have more confidence than I had when I was at your age. I was a mess, but I was clear on the dreams of who I wanted to become and the experiences that I wanted to have. That clarity was the thing that drove me, that continuously helped. Like it was the fuel that maybe I can meet this person. Each of you have that person in your life, that future version of you. And this is not to say you're not a good person today. This is not to say that. But this is to say there's a version of you that's even greater. And this version of you should fight hard so that you can meet that person. When I look at that young guy from 10, 15, 20, 30 years ago, I have a lot of love for that young version of me. Pity as well. I feel bad for that young Khalid who is so unsure, so broken. I'm very lucky. I'm very thankful of that person to have created this person. And I want you 6 months from now, a year from now, to look at this version of yourself and say, thanks. Thanks for committing. Thanks for making me better. There's infinite space in your pocket to keep your dreams. It doesn't matter how big they are. And they don't matter how many. And sometimes you pull it out and you look at it and you laugh. Maybe one day. One day, why not?
Dream doesn't need to be an expectation. You don't need to force it. It's okay to have, and it's a joyous direction setter.
Yeah. You don't have to accomplish all your dreams. It's crazy. Especially if you're ambitious and you have like thousands of them. You're not going to accomplish them all. But they'll keep you happy having them in your pocket. It'll keep you alive. Give you a reason to keep going.
Fire!